Hi there, welcome to today's class and most importantly, happy World Card Making Day. I filmed this video yesterday and it's a little bit of a struggle actually. I've not been well at all this week. Some kind of virus bug. It's not COVID. We tested for that yesterday and that came back negative. So whatever it is has absolutely knocked both of us for six, but Craig seems to have turned a corner now. I'm still struggling really, really badly. I've not been out for 3 days. So yeah, I've had to cancel a lot of things. I've had to cancel one of my classes the other night, which isn't like me. But hey, you didn't come on here for me to wallow in self-pity, but I just wanted to say, in case I'm just not as sparkly as I might normally be, and I probably will make these videos as short as possible so I can just get through them. I didn't want to cancel this. These are pre-records, so I just still wanted to do them. So this is a class that I came up with for World Card Making Day, and my customers got supplies to make 8 cards, so 2 of each of these designs, and these are going to go up as 4 separate videos. This first one, I'm going to do this Christmas one first. This first one will be a little bit longer. That's what I was wanting to say, because I'm going to go through your pack, what you will have received. Okay, so all of them are sort of Christmas themed. Well, that's more winter themed, and then that one's not. So in your packs you should have, now please note, I always keep my thin white away from my thicker white. So you should have a piece of thick white, you should have a piece of mossy meadow, you should have a piece of garden green, you should have a piece of blackberry bliss, and then you will have, I've just realised you probably need, oh no, you've got enough, it's fine, ignore me. I was thinking you needed 4, but you've got a piece of Very Vanilla, a piece of Poppy Parade, or Real Red, I think it's Real Red actually, yeah, and then some thinner white. Okay, so that should be enough to make your cards. I also put envelopes in, and some bits and bobs of ribbon, so I'll go through that because I didn't put those in mine. What I'm going to do is we're just going to use the vanilla and the mossy for this first card, and then you want to use this. I think I put a metre of this in, which you're going to use on this first card. This is my favourite. I love it because it's got a vanilla base rather than a white base, and it goes with so many things. Now, I did 2 options for this one. Some of you, all you need to do these cards, if you didn't join in and you want to craft along, all you need are really some card bases, some scrap paper that matches your card base, maybe some ribbon, and then you need the hexagon punch from Stampin' Up. And we're going to do some patchwork cards, which I first saw the lovely Patty Bennett do, and she inspired me to do these cards. I'm just going to check that everything's in view. I might actually move the camera up a little bit. I have got my fluffy pajama thing on because it's like one of those hoodies, like an hoodie, because I just need to feel cozy because I'm feeling so poorly. But yeah, maybe, I don't know if you can tell, I don't really sound, I'm probably a bit more nasally than normal. Okay, so what we're going to do, we're going to take the mossy meadow, and the first thing we're going to do is we're going to pop it in portrait. Also, sorry, yeah, you should have had some of that ribbon. You should have some of this twine, some basic beige ribbon, and some red and white twine. And then I think I've die cut you some circles too. I don't know if I did those for me. Okay, we're going to pop the Mossy Meadow in the trimmer, honestly, at 10.5. We're popping it in portrait and we're scoring at 10.5. And then we're going to flip and we're going to cut at 14.8. And then we have our 2 Mossy Meadow card bases. Now, if you want inserts, then you might need another piece of vanilla. What we're going to do here, we're going to put this piece of vanilla in. And we're going to cut this at 10 centimetres. 10. Okay, and then we're going to flip it. And we are going to then cut this at 14.3. And another one. I'm not going to make 2. Just for purposes of the video, I'm just going to make 1. But you will be able to make 2. Okay, and this eventually will glue onto here, but we're going to do our little patchwork design. Okay, also while we've got this available, you might want to punch out a piece for the greeting. Okay, so we'll put that to one side. And you've also got your papers. I didn't say that you got a quarter of a pack of some wonderful papers. So I'm just going to go through and decide which ones I want to use. So I'm going to go for that one, and I'm just going to punch some. I'm going to do 2 of those because I like the spotty side as well. I want to use both sides. This one's a favourite. I'll probably use the other side. So I'll do 2 of those. Now, what my advice will be, you can always punch more, yeah? So don't maybe do too many. I'll do 2 of these. And then I'm going to do the check one, but I just want to make sure that I don't go through a whole bell, if that makes sense, because I want to cut through something that's not going to waste. So if I come down here, no, I'm going to waste a bell. There we go. That's fine, I'll just do that there. Because I want the check side. See if we've got enough. If not, as I said, we can always punch a few more out. And what we do is we just start to play about with these. Now, if you're a bit particular, and I can be, about where you want, you know, if you've got everything equal, you can grab a ruler, yeah? So I'm probably just going to position, because I'm feeling a bit naff, I'm not going to make things hard for myself, and I'm probably just going to start to put this together as I did before. Okay. So you start to assemble it a bit like a brick wall, so you offset things. And this comes in like this. So you have a little border, and you can see the vanilla through. But you need to keep your eye on that you've got the same amount hanging over the edge. That needs to go up there a bit. It's going to come up here a bit. Okay. So they're probably, what I would do first is, they're going to be my first 4 that I position on. Okay. Yep. And then the rest is going to be made up of these bits here that we probably only need half of. Now I'm going to use a wet glue for these because you can move it about a little bit. It's a little bit more forgiving before it starts to dry. Oh, I don't feel good. I just want to get through this, and I'll watch along with you tomorrow. And thanks to my ladies who signed up to this class. Kathy, Sue, Helen. Oh, who's the other person I've forgotten? I can't remember if it's Diane. I apologise. That was honestly, my brain's not, it's not right at the moment. I'm not right. I think it just must be, I think there's some bad viruses going around, and as I say, we did test for COVID yesterday and it wasn't that, so. So if you've got this punch, it is a very, very versatile and useful punch. And if you haven't got it, you might want to get it, and then you can make cards with this. You know me, I'm always trying to show you. There we go. Now, I've got, it's about similar what's hanging over each of the edges. I'm always trying to show folks how to use the scraps up. And I maybe shouldn't have glued it right to the edge of that, because I've got sticky scissors now. And now what we do is we just sort of fill in. So I'll pop that there. I might pop that there. I am just copying my previous one. And what, sorry for the sniffing, what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to glue this part now rather than this piece, so I don't have glue hanging off. So I'm going to bob that there. And pop that there. These are the papers that we're using for the current round of coffee and card as well. And then I'm going to have that little spotty one there. Oh, and I think we'll have that there. So the trick now is to snip these off, excuse me, and decide if we've got enough to fill the rest of the gaps. And these aren't sticky now on the back. I'm going to put that one there. I think I might put that there. Oh, then I've got two golds next to each other. Oh. And I don't want two of those. Oh, heck. And that's not wide enough. That's not wide enough. I'm going to need to punch a few more, I think. Oh, look, what we could try do is punch that slither. Oh, I think this is a bit too ambitious for when you're not very well. I just wondered if I could get that to fit. Ah, it's just not quite deep in. Oh. No, it's a little, about oh, hang on. No, it's about 1 millimetre out. Never mind. Yeah, oh, no. Oh, no, we'll have that there. Yes. We'll have that there. Yeah. That's fine. And then we just need two at the top. So what we can do is, I want the check one, and I'm probably going to go for this one. So what I'm going to do with the check one is, I don't need all of it, so I'm just going to do like just under half of one, like that. And I'll check that that works. Yes, that's big enough. So we don't need full ones. So we can, now if you're doing two, obviously, you can do another full one and then cut it in half and use it for the other one. That's that. And then I'm going to just do part of one again, so that I'm not wasting a lot, you see, girls. And then that's going to go there, like that. Now, you know, if we've done this one card like this, then all of the other cards, I probably could just get away with doing this one video, because all the other cards are exactly the same measurements. They're just trimmed up a bit differently. But I'd feel like I was shortchanging you if I only did you one video. And then that goes on there like that. Doesn't it look effective? But before we finish that, as I say, you're going to be doing two. Before we finish that, we are going to stamp our greeting. And I'm using this one from Snowy Wonder. This is the next coffee and card. Incidentally, bookings close for this on Tuesday. Just giving it a clean. and I'm using Mossy Meadow. I love the font on this. I've kept it quite plain because the papers are obviously very patterned, so I don't think you need much else. I'm tying my ribbon upside down. I always do it upside down. 2 loops across the left over the right, and then push it to the back and through the hole and let the tail flip over. I've ended up with my ribbon different. Sometimes I like it where it's on like a bit of a slant like that. This one's turned out how you'd probably expect a regular bow to be. It does tie a nice bow, this one. That's just going to go. It does sort of cover the greeting a bit, but we know what it says. You might want to just fiddle about and that's going to stick on there like so. And then we're just going to grab some dimensionals. I think 4's enough. And just get that in the middle. And there we have our first card with quite minimal waste actually. The only thing I've got left over are those 2 and a little bit of ribbon. So there's the first card. There we go. This is with the lovely green and gold papers, speciality papers. So it should be 10:30 now. So the next video will be back up at 10:45 and I will see you then. Bye.